Minasan konnichiwa. This is John Sensei, and today we're talking about another kanji. This kanji today is this little guy on the screen. Now, you may be thinking about the podcast/video I did yesterday here on the Manga Sensei Channel, where I talked about the symbol for person. This is a different symbol, and I will go into that, so don't worry. This symbol means to enter, as in to enter a doorway or to go through something, to enter in, if you will. But let's talk about how we read it before we talk about some of this little etymology and the words that are used with this particular symbol, because this is a symbol that tends to kind of throw people off. Let's start with the own readings. The own readings, the most common one being new, the long oo sound, and then ju. Ju. New and ju. Okay? With that, then we also have the kun readings. Now, the kun readings are going to be different variations of these, but I and hai. Haider, ireru, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But for the most part, if you see this symbol, you can most likely read it I, as there are more readings for the I reading than the hai reading, okay? With that, though, let's look at the etymology. This symbol does not mean person. No, do not do it. Do not say it. Do not think it. This is not a person. You see the little thing on the top there that kind of points to the left? That means that it is not a person. People don't wear hats in kanji. This symbol itself means to enter in a doorway. Think of a person moving quickly maybe into a doorway, because this here is not person, okay? I want to run that by you again. What is the symbol not? It is not person. It means enter. Get it. Okay, let's talk about some words. The first word I want to talk about is a simple reading, ryugaku. Ryugaku means to enter school. Like when you go to college for the first time, 大学に入学しました。入学しました。すみません。So you have to enter school. To enter, and the symbol behind it means to learn or to study. Just go to school. The second one we have here is Haider. Now, something that always throws beginning learners off is, do I remember this as Haider or ireru? Here's an easy way to tell the difference. This is a really easy rule. Look at the symbols following it. These okurigana, as they're called, hiragana symbols that follow, because the word okuru means to follow or to send. The okurigana are, if it's reru, it's going to be haireru. I can go to, ireru, to put in, but if it's desu, it's hairu. Now, why is it this way? There are these things called transitive and intransitive verbs. In other words, so one verb that it marks volition and one that does not mark volition, okay? And these types of verbs tend to be really, really tricky. Another example would be modoru versus modosu. Modoru means to return, and modosu means to put back in place. Or kairu versus kaisu, to lend and to borrow something. If you notice, these words are very, very similar, but if what you notice, one has the kind of real, literal, physical meaning that you do yourself, and the other is being acted upon. For example, you can see hairu here is I enter the doorway, while ireru, on the other hand, is put in. It is something that I do. I push something in there with like a ball. I put a ball in a bottle, and that would there in that case be ireru, not hairu, okay? Hairu, I go in myself, I choose, I make the action. That's me doing it. It's marked usually with ga. And then on the other hand, the ireru is usually marked with an o, because it's something that is happening to the object. With that, though, thank you so much for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Make sure to also check out my website, manga-sensei.com, for many other useful language tools, including a weekly comic, the Manga Sensei 30-Day Challenge, which will help you get a grasp of Japanese grammar, and my daily Japanese grammar podcast. Any of these and all of these are always free forever. So we're happy to have them on there. And thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe to this video, including hitting that little bell so every day you and I can connect and teach you about kanji. With that, I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, after 10,000 mistakes, you become fluent. So, 一緒に間違いましょう。それじゃあ、また明日。